Alright, this is gonna be a short one, I promise. So this is actually just a holding myself accountable for I'm gonna do this video. I was contemplating a variation on the 100 books challenge or the 500 books challenge that quite a few booktubers do. And there's been a few videos coming up lately about the Read What You Own challenge that is ramping up yet again. Um, I don't have a book buying problem because I don't have money, therefore, I don't have money to buy books with. If I do spend money on books, it's literally change, and it's very rare. So most of the books I acquire are actually free. But what I tend to read are library books or books online. So I don't actually get to a lot of my print books. There have been whole months this year where the stack of books I finished that were print is tiny, but at the same time I finished 20 books in a month. So I am going to do a variation on the Read What You Own challenge. So I'm not going to do one big chunk. I'm also not going to just do 20 books or 50 books because I read 200 to 300 books a year. So if I do something that's that small and then I'm done, it's not enough of a challenge. It's, patting myself on the back and not really trying. So this is going to be a middle ground sort of approach. That also allows me to check out books because being very poor, I need to be able to check out books every month just to be able to do some of the challenges I want to do over the next year. Sometimes it's going to require checking books out from the library or acquiring books from the free shelf. And I don't want to forego all my opportunities to get free books that I want. But I am going to put a limit on that I have to finish. And here's how I'm doing this challenge. I have to finish 20 books that I already have possession of every month before I get to acquire new books. And acquire means in any manner. So I can put a hold on a book during the time that I haven't finished my 20 books, but I'd better be putting a hold on that book close enough to when I can actually be released to get it, that I can go and get it before the hold expires and it goes back on the shelf. So that's how I'm going to play this. Every month, I'm going to be keeping track of how many books I have finished that I already have possession of. And I'm saying have possession of because it does include the library books I currently have possession of. Our library does an automatic renewal thing, so unless somebody puts a hold on it or it's a special category book, most of them will auto-renew 6 times. And I think we have them for 3 or 4 weeks each round. So that adds up to a long time. So I kind of have those books once they're on my shelf long enough to finish them and consider them books I have possession of. Also books that I've borrowed from other people. They're not really mine. They're going to go back to those people. And I'm also not going to be borrowing books from other people until I've finished 20 books each month. And because it resets every month, if I fall off the wagon, I can get back on without having failed the whole challenge, which I like a lot more than trying to go for 500 and failing and giving up and moving on. So that is going to be my approach to the Read What You Own challenge. This is official. We're doing this, and it starts November 1st. So I have a couple more days that if I came across a book that I really wanted, I could still bring it in for a couple more days. And occasionally there will be times where I don't have control over the date when somebody brings me books. Because I do have this book exchange thingy going with my siblings that when they finish books, they send their books to me if I haven't read them, and vice versa, so that we all get to have a chance at a book before it leaves our custody, our collective custody. I don't have much control over that part. So if I'm visiting my sister who's out of town on a day when I haven't finished 20 books, then okay, I can bring them back with me still. But I can't unbox them and consider them here until I finish those 20 books. They stay in the bag or the box unlooked at until I finish those 20 books. So they're in like the lobby, the waiting area. They haven't really joined the collection yet. That's going to be how we play this. And I'm not going to be going out and getting books from free shelves, leaving them in the sack and pretending that, no, that's cheating. But there are going to be a few things like getting books from siblings where I can foresee that might require a workaround. So that's going to be how we're going to play that. And I will also put a caveat in here that if there are books on the free shelf that I don't own from the Boxall's 1001 Books You Must Read Before You Die list, or from the Guardian's 1000 Novels list that I don't already own, I can acquire those books, but they're in the same rule as the books from my siblings. Because I've been actively reading both of those lists for years. The books that I haven't read are harder for me to obtain. So whenever I have the opportunity to obtain those for free, I'm definitely taking them home, but I won't be unboxing them and adding them to the collection. They will be in the waiting area until I finish 20 books. Because that's one of the things that makes me unwilling to do the 500 books challenge, or even the 100 books challenge, just as stated. Because I do find the most random books. I have Gargantua and Pantagruel that showed up randomly for a quarter at a yard sale. Who in this town reads that stuff? But somebody did. Not the person who was selling it, but somebody did. And it's just, totally random what shows up. So I am not going to forego those opportunities entirely, but they don't get to join the collection and become active choices I can read from until I finish those 20 books. And I do not get to go randomly looking for new audiobooks that I don't already own during the first part before I finished the 20 books each month. I can listen to the audio version of a book I already have possession of. That is okay. But I don't get to go just randomly looking for other books. So, are you doing the Read What You Own challenge? How are you playing it? Let me know in the comments. And watch for future videos as we see how this works in practice. I'm going back to reading my Halloween books. I actually am just starting the first one. Let's see where I put it. And it is the one that I was like, oh, I want to read that first. So I am reading Amos Oz, Suddenly in the Depths of the Forest. I still just love the title. And it's short. So I expect to have this one done by the end of the day, easily. And I will be doing a wrap-up of all the books I finished for the Halloween stack at the end of Halloween. So probably November. Yeah, November 1st. And I will try to do at least a video on Halloween. Probably the TBR for November. So that I can dress up and have a costume where people can actually see me. That's actually why I don't dress up, because if I don't go anywhere, nobody sees me. But I will definitely be doing a video on Halloween. Because, who doesn't do a TBR video on Halloween in costume if they can. Oh my goodness. So, I will see you guys again probably on Halloween. It's not 15 minutes yet, therefore it's short. Oh my goodness. If you follow me very long, I do like to talk. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.